Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us today. CONNECTpreneur is a global community of over 25,000 investors, CEOs, entrepreneurs, and business leaders, and professional service providers from around the world. And this is our 84th CONNECTpreneur event overall over the last 10 years, and our 34th virtual CONNECTpreneur Rocket Pitch event, which is now the largest monthly investor pitch event in the world. We've had over 850 presenting companies, and our CONNECTpreneur Investor Network now totals over 3,400 accredited private investors, angels, and family offices who are interested in investing in awesome deals that they can meet through our network and our community. And our intent is to help our community members to find capital, great deals, partners, customers, and also meet and engage with great business leaders. These CONNECTpreneur events are all about connecting, and that's why we do these virtual events as meetings and not webinars. So everybody on this meeting can see and private chat with every other attendee. And we also publish a list of all of the registered guests in the back of each program book. And hopefully you've already downloaded the program book, but if not, Skylar, our community manager, can post the link to today's program book so you can see all of the exhibitor, the sponsor information, and our run of show, and also the executive summaries of our 9 presenting companies today. So today we have 9 presenting companies, and after our final presenter, we'll open up the breakout rooms, and each breakout room will be hosted by one of our presenting companies. You'll be able to enter and leave whichever breakout room you like. And again, remember that the purpose of the breakout rooms is for our presenting companies to go deeper with interested investors and partners. And please remember that these breakout rooms are hosted by the presenting companies, so please conduct yourselves accordingly. Also, please be respectful and tactful when using the group chat. And you can post your LinkedIn and other contact info as well as a brief introduction, but please do not overload the chat because you'll see that it runs pretty fast. And unless you're a presenter, please do not present more than 2 or 3 times this morning. Our presenters will be posting links to their decks and their executive summaries in the group chat. And they'll also potentially be posting registration information and Calendly links if you guys are interested in doing a follow-on investor meeting, which they would be hosting on their own in the coming weeks. And also because the group chat has dozens of messages on it and it's impossible to read everything that quickly, we recommend that you download the chat transcript before you depart for the breakout rooms. That way you can read through them afterwards. And for those of you who don't know how to download the chat transcript, you would click on the icon at the bottom of your Zoom toolbar, and then you'll see a little rounded square with 3 dots, and click on that icon, and then you can hit save, and then your chat transcript will be saved, and you can review and follow up with those messages later. Polling. We are conducting a series of polls today. We have 3 polls for our investors only, and we will be doing those after the 3rd, 6th, and final presenters. And these are polls that are only for our investors. They're confidential, so we will not be sharing any of the poll results with the audience, but we are doing these solely for the benefit of our presenting companies and for our investors. We're also conducting 2 polls on behalf of our sponsors, one before the pitches and one after the pitches, right before we go into the breakout rooms. And again, that's to support our sponsors who make these events possible. So if you have a need for one of the services that our sponsors are offering, please be sure to indicate a need when we put up those polls. And we will, again, keep those confidential and just make sure that we pass along your interest to our respective sponsors. We have a lot of people to thank. We want to thank our awesome CONNECTpreneur ambassadors who've done a great job spreading the word about our events worldwide. Special thank you to our prep team, especially Inez LeBeau, who's on the call. Thank you, Inez. And our prep team is also listed in the program book right before the sponsor page. And to summarize, today we have 9 total presenters. Each presentation will be about 4 minutes. There's no Q&A, so if you have any questions, you can reserve those questions for the breakout rooms, and you can go in and directly talk to management in those meetings. And then if you're an interested investor, please indicate on the investor poll, and also be sure to stop by the breakout room and meet the presenting companies face-to-face. Our first 5 presenters will be introduced by Lauren Ziegler, who's of counsel at Nymphos Brow, and the next 4 will be introduced by Daryl Barros, who's with Next, powered by Shulman Rogers. Also wanted to highlight that our CONNECTpreneur community also has a great YouTube channel. We have over 500 videos of our alumni presenters. So please check it out and subscribe. We'll put the link in the chat box below. And we also have a Slack channel. It's free. We have about 4,400 business leaders on it. You can use it to network with other members in our community, share information about events that you're doing, share information about yourselves, etc. And again, we'll put that chat on there as well. Couple of other upcoming events. We have our next in-person event here in Tysons Corner, Virginia on the evening of December 13th. We'll have over 300 attendees, including over 100 private investors and angels. Early bird pricing is in effect. So if you're interested and in the region or you want to come in, we hope to see you then. We also have our next virtual rocket pitch event on December 21st. So you can register now. If any of you are interested in sponsoring, exhibiting, or presenting, please let Skylar know. We'll put all that information into the chat box later. And finally, on November 30th from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., Nemphos Brow is doing a CONNECTpreneur masterclass called The Entrepreneur's Guide to Intellectual Property. It's free, and we'll put the link also into the chat box. So we can go ahead and get started. I'd like to put up our first poll, which is a poll for our awesome sponsors who make our events possible. Sky, why don't we go ahead and do that? There we go. So I want to read out the names of our sponsors. Again, these are the people that have made this event possible through the pandemic and who continue to support us. So if you're looking for any kind of services listed here below, please indicate, and we'll keep these confidential, and we'll make sure that our sponsors are aware of your interest level. And that would include marketing services, legal services, application and software development services, accounting and tax services, insurance services, wealth management and financial planning. And also, if you want to be a CONNECTpreneur sponsor, or if you'd like to present at a future CONNECTpreneur event, we will follow back up with you. And I just want to shout out our sponsors. They are in our program book, but we have Next, powered by Schulman Rogers, Modus Create, Stella Pop, Association for Enterprise Growth, Nemphos Brow, Pitchforce, Startup Grind, the Entrepreneurs Organization, Truist Financial, Keiretsu Forum, Ryan and Wetmore, Schulman Rogers, Refraction, where I'm located right now. Our CONNECTpreneur studios are here in Refraction, which is the leading innovation hub here in the Northern Virginia area. And they are offering special deals for anyone who wants to have a presence here in Northern Virginia or the Washington, D.C. area. So if you have any interest at all, let us know, or let Esther Lee know. I believe Esther is on this call. She's the CEO. Georgetown Entrepreneurship, Baltimore Angels, the Angel and Life Sciences Investors, FITCI, the Dingman Angels, out of the Robert H. Smith School of Business at the University of Maryland. We have Founder Institute, the MIT Alumni Angels of Washington, D.C., Annual Wharton D.C. Innovation Summit, and finally, the National Association of Business Owners and Entrepreneurs. Thank you guys so much for your participation in the poll. And we'll be sure to pass on your name to our sponsors. So with that, we can go ahead and get started. So let me introduce CONNECTpreneur partner Lauren Ziegler with Nemphos Brow, who will introduce our first 5 presenters. Lauren is of counsel with the law firm of Nemphos Brow, where she represents startups, emerging and mature private companies, as well as investors in a variety of corporate, securities, and business law matters. She's an advisory board member of Girls Empowerment Mission, and she was appointed by Maryland Governor Larry Hogan to the Maryland Park Advisory Commission. Lauren is also a recipient of the Daily Record's Leadership in Law Award, and she'll tell you a little bit more about herself and the law firm. Lauren, thank you very much for your support of CONNECTpreneur, and welcome.
Thank you, Tian, and hello to everyone participating today. At Nemphos Brow, we strongly believe in encouraging the entrepreneurial spirit, and we're excited to hear from today's presenters. To share a little bit more about our firm, at Nemphos Brow, our attorneys come from big law, and we use that expertise to provide a more customized boutique-level service to our clients. For us, we don't believe the meter starts running as soon as we pick up the phone. We believe in true strategic partnerships to help our clients grow. We handle all areas of corporate law, including entity formation and structuring, capital raises, joint ventures, mergers and acquisitions, and trademarks, copyrights, patents, and other intellectual property. We have experience across industries ranging from healthcare and technology to consumer goods and manufacturing. So I'm delighted to have the opportunity to introduce today's first group of presenters. Our first presenter is Age Diagnostics. They're using genomic innovation to develop the most accurate blood tests for liver disease. This helps physicians keep patients in the monitoring program. It reduces the financial burden for health insurers, and it improves patient outcomes through early detection and intervention. Please welcome founder and CEO of Age Diagnostics, Rachel Zayas.
Thank you very much. When I was working at MIT in cancer research, I realized that the tools we were using were not being well translated into the clinic. I saw an opportunity to apply genomic innovation to improve the lives of patients. Our team is working together to create the most accurate blood test for liver disease. Harnessing genetic tools, our tests would be more accurate than other alternatives for early detection, intervention, and improved outcomes for patients and their families. Did you know that 1 in 3 Americans, or 100 million people in the United States, have fatty liver? This disease is not associated with alcohol consumption, but rather a westernized lifestyle. It is called non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, or NASH. Many patients are unaware that they have NASH until the disease has progressed to later stages when it is no longer treatable nor reversible. The reason for these trends is that there are 0 non-invasive diagnostic tools that can differentiate the benign from advanced form of liver disease. Imaging tools are inaccurate. The sole diagnostic test is a liver biopsy. These are expensive, invasive, prone to sampling error and bleeding. Therefore, they cannot serve the population at large. At Age, we are developing the first accurate blood test that can differentiate the benign from advanced form of liver disease. Our tools will help hepatologists improve patient outcomes, reduce the financial burden on health insurers, and aid in early detection and intervention. Here's how our technology works. We take a patient blood sample and we look for very specific biomarkers related to liver disease as well as liver damage. We quantify the concentration of these biomarkers and pass a defined concentration. We can say with a high clinical accuracy that the patient currently has liver disease. The market opportunity is vast and growing. Globally, there are more than 2 billion patients who are considered high risk for fatty liver disease. Each year, health insurers in the United States spend more than $100 billion on management and diagnosis of liver disease. Age seeks to capture 25% of the US market, which equates to more than a $27 billion yearly market opportunity. There are 0 blood tests that can diagnose NASH. So our competitive advantage is that we'd be the first accurate and non-invasive diagnostic tool for NASH. We'd be less expensive than liver biopsies, as well as all imaging modalities. And we would be the most accurate tool by targeting highly specific and innovative genomic regions. So we expect to be the most accurate tool for decades to come. We have recently completed the first of 2 pilot studies and identified a set of biomarkers that have between 90 and 99% accuracy, differentiating between the benign and advanced form of liver disease. We are in negotiations with Illumina and have recently partnered with the Henry Jackson Foundation, which is a subsidiary of the US military. We seek to launch a clinical trial with our partner hospitals by 2024 and launch as a lab-developed test by 2025. We are the team poised to take this technology to market. We have 100 years in hepatology, 75 years in business, 40 years in genetics, 5 exits, and we've secured more than $125 million in funding to date. We plan to launch by 2025. In year 1 of operations, we'll launch as a lab-developed test as a service and be reimbursed at a cost of $700 per patient per test. In year 1, we seek to capture 0.1% of the US market, service 25,000 patients, and generate $17.5 million in revenue. By year 3, we seek to pursue FDA approval, and by year 5, we seek to exit with our current partners. We previously raised $550,000, and we're currently raising $1.75 million to reach critical milestones, including test method verification, optimization, and business development milestones. We're hungry, humble, and yearning for progress. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to your questions later today.
Thank you, Rachel. Our next presenter is ARV Technologies. ARV Technologies is passionate about innovating safer and more efficient preventative vaccines for infectious diseases and therapeutic vaccines for cancer. ARV has developed multiple RNA platforms and has also identified a lipid nanoparticle which can deliver RNA 100 times more efficiently than its competition, allowing a safer vaccine with less side effects at a fraction of the cost. Please welcome co-founder and CEO, Randy Hsu.
Thank you, Lauren, for introduction. So ARV technology is founded in 2021, and we focus on RNA and deliver technology to improve vaccine efficacy for infection disease and cancer treatment. In the past 1 year, we have developed platform for vaccine and also developed universal COVID-19 vaccine. At the same time, we start new program focus on animal and pet vaccine. The current mRNA vaccine are very effective against viral infection disease, for instance, for COVID-19. However, it's not perfect. It has so many challenges. For instance, the short duration and narrow spectrum of antibody induced by mRNA vaccine. The antibody induced by RNA only lasts for 3 to 6 months, and the antibody do not protect the virus, particular virus start to mutate. Another one is high cost due to the cold chain transportation and storage. And the last one is side effect. Over 50% people receive RNA vaccine develop side effects. Some are severe. Therefore, the RNA vaccine needs solution to improve. What's our solution? So we basically utilize our 3 technology platform. They are immunogen design platform, RNA and LNP formulation platform to redesign our universal vaccine and to increase vaccine efficacy and at the same time reduce the dose to overcome the vaccine problem. I would like to give some examples. First one is to utilize our RNA deliver technology, lipid nanoparticle, to deliver vaccines. Moderna use similar technology, lipid nanoparticle, deliver their COVID-19 vaccine. And in animal model, as shown in this figure, that it only works at higher dose. It doesn't work at lower dose. But we use our own LNP technology to deliver our vaccine. What we found is that we can use lower dose, even 100 times lower dose, but induce similar or even better neutralizing antibody. This is very exciting data, which indicate that we are, with our delivery technology, we are not only able to increase vaccine efficacy, we are also has potential to reduce cost and side effect. Another solution from us is to utilize our immunogen design platform to design a more spectrum universal COVID-19 vaccine. And in this study, we did a proof concept study. We demonstrated that with our vaccine, we are able to fully protect animals from lethal dose infection with SARS-CoV-2. And this slide shows our ARV pipeline. In addition to a COVID-19 vaccine, we are also interested to develop vaccine against other viral infections, such as HSV-2, since there are no vaccine approved on the market. We are also working on a vaccine for cancer treatment and animal pet vaccine. This slide shows the competitive landscape compared to other companies, RNA companies such as Moderna. With our advanced platform and delivery technology, we are confident that we will become one of the leading company in the future. And this is our financial plan that we received $3 million support from last year. And now we are looking for Series A at 10 to 15 million support to support our 3 pipeline, which include HSV vaccine, cancer treatment, and pet vaccine in the future, 2 or 3 years. And this is our last contact information. And if anybody interested for collaboration or investment, and please contact us. And thank you. And I'm going to answer your question in a breakout room.
Thank you, Randy. Our next presenter is Backed. BACT is on a mission to build global solutions where businesses and consumers can transact easily and has developed the first inclusive, community-driven fintech platform called Numi3. Numi3 helps businesses generate invoices and get paid in any currency, including credit, debit, and crypto, in-store and online. I'm pleased to introduce CEO Seth Mutari.
Thank you. My company, BACT, we have built the first inclusive community-driven platform, and we help businesses generate invoices, charge consumers with any payment method, debit, credit, cryptocurrencies, in store and online. And this is going to be, think about us as the Square and Stripe on one platform. Our mission is to simplify the payment system and increase mobility and lower the cost per transaction. As you can see here from the picture, the regular payments goes through many institutions, acquirers, processors, issuers, card networks, gateways, ISOs, MSPs. It's a very complex system, very fragmented, and slow mobile adoptions, which all increase the cost per transaction paid by the consumer and businesses. Our solution is a payment as a service platform powered by mobile applications and APIs, where businesses and consumers can download these applications on their handheld devices and start transacting money via QR code scanning and NFC scanning. The power of one platform is to clean up the chaos, build an orchestration layer with flexible payment flows that are seamlessly exposed to businesses and consumers to save on cost. The target market is expected to grow to 20 trillion a year, and we can service 22 billion globally. We have competitors, but here's our differentiators. We have a low cost per transaction. We can save business up to 99%. Our customer acquisition is so low. Think about it. We can onboard businesses with $1 via Web3. No contracts are needed, no hardware are needed, and we are global. And we are the pioneer in mobile contactless payment. As well as we have our incentive sharing for customers and businesses participant in transactions, and we are the first real-time crypto-to-crypto native payment processor. We have made big partnerships, and we have ongoing discussions with the global players. We have acquired our FinCEN MSP license, and we are adding 30 businesses on our eyes. We have a great team with over 200 years of experience in tech and finance, with over 50 million in exits. We are looking to be profitable in 2023 and looking to make 300 million in 2026. Please note, our customer acquisition is about $1 for a business that is generating about $4,000 a year on a 50 cents per transaction, and with 30 transactions a day. Our ask is 1.5 million for product development, marketing, hiring, and liquidity. Thank you so much. See you in the breakout room.
Great. Thanks so much, Seth. We'll put up our first poll right now. This is for investors only. Anyone interested in our first three presenters? We have AGED Diagnostics, developing first accurate blood test for fatty liver disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. ARV Technologies, focused on mRNA and delivery technologies to improve human health by developing vaccines for infectious diseases and cancer immunotherapies. And then most recently, BACT Corporation, simplifying payment processing and offering easy, mobile, low-cost solutions globally. So if you are an investor and you're interested in learning more, you have the opportunity to talk to the presenters directly in the breakout rooms, which we will open up after our final presenter. We have 6 more to go. Or you can indicate on here, and we'll keep everything confidential to the audience and pass along your interest level to the presenting company. So we'll keep this up for a few more. I still see some indications coming in, so Last call for any investors who are interested in our first three presenters. Please indicate now. I still see people, so thank you for your participation. And we're going to do a poll after we have three more presenters. We'll do another poll, and then our last three presenters will do a final poll. So, and again, don't forget about the breakout rooms. You have an opportunity to book a meeting with our presenters if you want, or ask questions directly. So, okay, I think we can close out the poll, and I'll turn it back over to Lauren.
Thank you, Tian. Our next presenter is CodeLock. CodeLock is a patent-pending SaaS solution that continuously provides software security at the code level. Simply, inexpensively, and frictionlessly implemented within the software development lifecycle, CodeLock's approach instantly alerts management if any unauthorized change is made to their software. Please welcome CEO Brian Gallagher.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for your time. I'm going to talk to you about what we are doing to change how software is going to be created around the world. I thought somebody said I was muted, but I guess not. Everybody can hear me fine. So with that being said, just moving on here. Historically, there's really been two major competing factors that we've seen in software development. It's been the issue between speed and security. Historically, speed has always won because it's directly related to revenue generation for the company. However, times have been changing, and we've seen security gaps in software that's being developed. So the federal government is taking action, and compliance is now taking over as one of the primary factors for software companies to be focusing on right now. So part of our solution to this problem is the product we built, CodeLock. And CodeLock is a patent-pending solution that continuously provides software at the code level. And we do this while we're providing advanced management insights for the organization to see what the developers are doing and to get metrics and data analytics back. We also do this while we're helping the companies to be compliant with new software development security regulations. Ultimately, we give the developers a window, we give the security engineers and senior management a window into the developer's environment without negatively affecting the software development process. CodeLock creates a forensic chain of custody between the software developers and every line of code they create. That's where our intellectual property lies. But once it integrates into the client's process, CodeLock works as a proxy, and it's going to sit in between the developers and the code that they're committing in their Git repositories. This is a massive emerging market. Technology and research consultant firm Gartner talks about how securing the software development environment is growing. Only 1 to 5% of this market is currently penetrated, and they're looking about 3 to 5 years to see a plateau. So as an investor, it's a perfect time to thinking about getting involved with a company like CodeLock. We know that cybersecurity is growing and is always going to be a problem, but the subsector of that market, DevSecOps, that we're focused in on, is growing at 3 times the speed. You see over 30% CAGR there. And our goal is just to capture 0.5%, 0.5% of that DevSecOps market by 2027. We're going to do this through a product-led growth strategy. So on our commercial side, it's product-led growth, and then on the government side, we have strategic channel partnerships for government traction and growth. Over the last 2 years, we've been busy ever since SolarWinds came out in December of 2020. It was announced publicly. It's when we got started with filing our patents and getting everything in place. Over the last year and a half, 2 years, we have been growing and getting our product ready for market. And that's where we are today. We are just launching our MVP, and we're looking at an upcoming priced seed round. I get a lot of questions about the competition. With CodeLock, we have actually shifted left in the DevSecOps process. We fill a current void where other solutions aren't penetrated. That's why Gartner said only 1 to 3% of that market has been touched. Historically, companies would come in with application security testing tools when code already went into their repository, but we provide the piece of the picture prior to that actually occurring. We got a great leadership team. Ranging from Dr. J.T. Kosman, our CTO, who's a former chief data scientist at Samsung, chief data officer at Time Inc. Paul Solosky has been working in the last 20 to 30 years in the DC market specifically. And Ravi Bellini is the founder of Alchemist Accelerator, Stanford professor, has really taken a role in helping us approach the commercial market specifically. Looking forward to talking to everybody in the breakout room. We have options open for safe notes currently, as well as for lead investor roles. Happy to talk further. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brian. Our next presenting company connects, normalizes, and analyzes data. Liftron Data enables enterprises to be data-driven by eliminating bottlenecks of data silos and data mess in minutes with the next generation modern data stack. They are the industry's only end-to-end data fabric and data mesh solution. Please welcome CEO Javed Syed.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Javed Syed, the CEO and the co-founder of Liftron Data. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to present today. What is Liftron Data? We connect, normalize, and analyze any data. We are the only end-to-end data fabric and data mesh solution in the industry. The problem is vast. Enterprises, primarily in the government and healthcare sectors, lose billions of dollars a year when their decision-making is unstable, costly, have missed service-level agreements, and lack simplicity. So how does it work? Starting on the left, we connect various legacy databases, apps, files throughout the organization. We normalize it ANSI SQL format automatically. This allows users to deploy business intelligence tools to analyze the data and make more informed decisions instantly. My vision for Liftron Data is clear. It is to become a snowflake of data mesh and data fabric solutions. With our platform, one Liftron Data developer can do the work of business analyst, data architect, and ETL developer. This translates to 200 times acceleration at 1/10 of the cost. This allows you to do more with less. The market is experiencing explosive growth. The TAM for the big data analytics is whopping $655 billion. The portion that affects Liftron Data is $77 billion. Within that portion of the market that we can reach is $6.5 billion. Our revenue models offer pay-as-you-go pricing. We have 14 days free trial and are pleased to say that our subscriptions start for as little as $65 per month based on number of rows and at $1,999 per month based on number of cores. We have a dynamic marketing and sales strategy. It involves small and medium-sized businesses outreach, participating in the webinars, podcasts, campaigns, and conferences, doing Google ad targeting, onboarding system integrators, and establishing strategic partnerships. How we are different from our competitions? We do what others do not. We offer the only end-to-end data fabric and data mesh solution in the industry by our rich feature set of data virtualization, data governance, and native ELT support, to name a few. I'm so proud of my team. My co-founder Shagufta is an MBA grad with 25 years of proven software development expertise. Kent is an ex-Snowflake data warrior with 30 years of specialty expertise. Robert is an ex-IBM channel partnership evangelist with 30 years of proven results. Andrew is an ex-Amazon and PlayStation data science guru. And I have an MS in business intelligence and 2 decades of expertise in the product engineering, development of modern data strategies, cloud migration and implementation, and BI acceleration use cases. We are uniquely qualified to execute my vision. We have over 400,000 of revenue generated in the last 2 years, and most importantly, product market fit. Our platform roadmap secret sauces are native, API connected, and frankly, it is a game changer. You are quite familiar with some of our technology partners, which have been the key to building out my vision. We also have several very satisfied customers providing recurring income. Since our technology is so disruptive to the industry, it presents a huge financial incentive to our investors. We believe we can achieve over $100 million in net profit 5 years from now as Liftron Data scales. My ask is $2 million. I can then scale by targeting new customers and forming key strategic partnership. I will add new features to my platform and add supported personnel who will provide training. As you can see, Liftron Data has a bright future ahead, and we would love to talk to the interested investors about it. This is my contact information. I look forward to hearing you. Thank you in the breakout room.
Thank you so much, Javed. Great presentation. Now I'd like to introduce our next sponsor, who will be introducing our final 4 presenters. So as mentioned earlier, we have 9 total presenters. We're going to do a poll after our next presenter, and then we'll do a poll after the last presenter. But I'd like to introduce Daryl Barros, who is a partner with Next, powered by Shulman Rogers. They are disrupting the way that startup law is being performed They offer packaged offerings on a fixed price basis. Next was selected last year by Law.com and Legal Week as Startup Emerging Growth Company Law Firm of the Year. And 2 weeks ago, I was in New York with Daryl and his team. They got an award they were finalists for the most innovative law firm, and that was the American Lawyer event. So, Daryl, thank you so much for your support and welcome.
Thank you, Tian. I'd like to thank you and your team for today's event. We are honored to be a long-term sponsor and supporter of CONNECTpreneur. Next is an innovative new model of delivering legal services from launch through each stage of growth and has been designed from an entrepreneur's perspective. Next offers predictable and reasonable legal fees through fixed price packages and service bundles. Our clients work directly with seasoned attorneys, most from big law, and use our hands-on legal service model. Next integrates a robust model technology platform to create client-centric experiences that are collaborative, efficient, and transparent. For more information on us, www.next.law. I need to make a song to that. Actually, it seems like I can make a song to that one. The first company I'd like to introduce is my good friend, AJ Valentine at Render. Render is a remote engagement tool built to save contractors time and money by streamlining the first step in the renovation process, simply and accurate. Here to tell us who they are and how they do it is AJ Valentine, the founder and CEO of Render.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry about that. You guys know all the names: DoorDash, Instacart, Netflix, Uber. They're all industry disruptors, and they're all remote engagement businesses. I imagine there are people on this call who have remodeled a part of your home, bathroom, kitchen, basement. And if you think about the earliest part of that process, right? Calling contractors, scheduling around their schedules, inviting them in and out of your home, not really sure which contractor you were going to pick, and it taking weeks and weeks. Well, that part of the process kind of sucks, right? And it's not much better for the contractor either. If you think about it, contractors spend a ton of money chasing cold leads and visiting people in their homes that may not end up choosing them anyway. Well, here at Render, we seek to change that. We're introducing the first remote engagement solution for contractors, which by default is a challenging endeavor, because what do contractors need more than anything to begin their sales process? They need accurate measurements. And of course, how do you get accurate measurements of a space unless you're standing in it? Well, back in 2020, this was almost impossible for me. I had to shut my own remodeling business down for 7 weeks. And during those 7 weeks, I had 20 families that were relying on me to get creative to figure out how in the world I could actually sell a remodeling project without being able to get inside my customer's home so that we had a business to come back to. We came up with an idea, and that award-winning idea turned into Render. It is an app that scans and creates floor plans of a home in a matter of seconds. The app is so easy to use that contractors can actually use the app to invite a client to do the scan on their behalf. We've actually already been dubbed the DoorDash for home improvement, and here's why. I'll show you how it works. A contractor, instead of setting up an in-home visit, will actually invite a client through the app to do the scan on their behalf. When the client gets an invite, they'll be prompted to walk around the room with their phone, as simple as this motion right here. And what happens is that as soon as they're done, a floor plan and a 3D model of that entire space with all of the measurements for everything inside of that space is immediately uploaded to the contractor. So the contractor can actually bid that project without ever needing to see it in person. The market size is tremendous. There's almost $500 billion in spend in the United States alone, of which we've identified $4.7 billion as a direct serviceable market between lead generation and affiliate sales. There's over 500,000 home improvement professionals and over 100 million projects done in the US every single year. Well, how are we going to disrupt that market? It's because Render brings value. We can help save these contractors time and money, help them recession-proof and even COVID-proof their businesses. We can help them operate more efficiently so that they can grow their business in any economy, all while adding convenience for you guys and all of these other homeowners that are remodeling their homes every single year. What about the competition? There are a few other measuring tools that are out there on the market, but what we've heard from our focus groups and of course experienced ourselves as contractors is that these apps are error prone, they're not accurate enough, they're just not worth the time or the effort. Well, we fix all of those things with Render. We're faster, easier, and we're not just a measuring tool. We have that unique invite to capture feature. We've assembled a team really to take this thing to the moon. We have decades of experience in home improvement, mobile app development, marketing, technology, and sales. Joe Valeri, our chairman of the board, our CTO, he has raised over $40 million and has seen 4 successful exits in previous businesses. Our subscription model is the early base for our revenue for the first few years. We aim for $10 million in annual recurring by year 3. At which time we look to monetize 2 additional features of the home improvement process, which is the lead generation and affiliate sales. We have raised $400,000 in a pre-seed round, and we are currently raising $2 million for products, product features, marketing, and additional key hires. Thank you guys for the time and hearing me out. I'd love to see you in the breakout room to answer any of the questions you might have.
Thanks so much, AJ. Great presentation. I'd like to put up our second investor poll right now. And this is for investors only. We will keep these poll results confidential and share interest only with the presenting companies. But our last 3 presenters were CodeLock, Brian Gallagher, Liftron Data, Javed Syed, and Render with AJ Ballantyne. And CodeLock is a patent pending SaaS solution focused on security, accountability, and compliance of the software development lifecycle. Liftron Data, the only end-to-end data fabric and data mesh solution for businesses seeking a competitive advantage. And our last presenter, Render. AJ, I wish I knew about you guys when I renovated my home, that's for sure. But they're the first remote engagement solution for home improvement industry. I still see poll results coming in, so we'll keep the poll up for a few more seconds. I just want to remind everybody that we have 3 more presenters, after which we'll do another investor poll. Breakout rooms will be open after the final presenter. We have 9 breakout rooms, each one hosted by one of our presenters. And then at that point, you can ask questions and engage one-on-one with our presenters and their teams, and also set up follow-on meetings if you so desire. So with that, last call for investor interest on this poll. Okay, so we have 3 more presenters. Let me turn it back over to Daryl, who will introduce our last 3 presenters. Daryl.
Yes, thanks, Jen. The next company I would like to introduce is Sodi Unlimited. Team at Sodi has developed a SaaS software solution for the digital economy, an integrated business commerce platform featuring mobile point of sale with embedded loyalty, appointment and bookings, delivered through mobile application integrated with headless e-commerce platform and multi-merchant marketplace. Michael, you get me with the tongue twisters there. Please, Michael Kaminsky, the company's CEO.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Modern retail business requires 3 key platforms to transact and engage customers. These platforms are point of sale, engagement, and loyalty. The cost and complexity of dealing with multiple solution providers is often overwhelming to small and medium-sized businesses. Presenting Soldi, the transactional engagement platform, providing a single solution to any business for transactions across both in-store and e-commerce. Our solution encompasses engagement through various channels and includes loyalty. This provides a low-cost single solution, removing the complexity for business. We have developed a modern, easy-to-use single solution that will facilitate merchant onboarding in a couple of minutes. Once onboarded, our simple-to-use solution facilitates selling almost immediately and at a lower cost. Soldi provides all the engagement and loyalty features to enable a business to transact their products and keep the conversation going with their customers. Soldi offers sales across both in-store and multiple e-commerce type sites. These can include mobile apps as well as marketplaces. Fulfillment methods of in-store click and collect as well as delivery are all well supported out the box. Soldi is unique in that it offers both products and services in a single solution. Services support optional bookings. A single view of the customer represents all their data, transactions, loyalty, and engagement. Soldi Loyalty provides vouchers and coupons, stamp cards, points, and gamification. These features allow diverse loyalty programs to be created out the box. Our solution is developed in-house. Barriers include complexity, time to develop, and a steep learning curve. Soldi was founded by 3 partners, each with our own unique skills, and all of us have had previous very successful businesses, some of which have gone on to listings. Soldi competes across transactional loyalty and engagement. Our solution uniquely provides a single platform to a business. Since 2015, we have been developing the platform in the corporate space with many self-contained projects. 2022 commenced development of SaaS to scale our business across the world. We have developed solutions over the past years to blue chip customers in retail, hospitality, and services across several countries. Soldi will offer a SaaS type product to small and medium-sized businesses beginning at $50 per month. There are many modular upsells to increase the monthly spend. A corporate SaaS is offered with modular options to maximize revenue. The corporate SaaS has a one-time installation fee. We have been providing solutions to corporate customers since 2015 with the vision of offering our solution as a SaaS. Projected revenue once SaaS has been deployed scales the business and provides a fantastic return. We have raised $2.5 million to date. We are offering a 3-year convertible note for $3 million with 7% interest. Conversion at a discount of 20% against the valuation cap of $21 million is offered. We will use the funds to launch SaaS across multiple countries, to establish reseller networks for our product, and for working capital. Thank you for your time and look forward to meeting you in the breakout room.
Thanks so much, Michael. Up next is Tarbite. Tarbite is reinventing the cloud and empowering enterprises to easily deploy edge-native open clouds that are autonomous, interoperable, and have verifiable integrity. Here to tell us more is Sammy Foto, the founder and CEO.
All right, so at Tarbite, we're enabling an open market for cloud computing. With Tarbite, enterprises can easily turn groups of computers into interoperable clouds. Behind every software you interact with is the cloud. Unfortunately, because the cloud market is an oligopoly, we're facing major problems. So cloudflation is a term referring to the inflation in the cloud market. It is due to the lack of both alternatives and cloudify infrastructure. With the majority of it not having access to cloud technology, idle or underutilized internet infrastructure is negatively impacting the environment. Not to forget the hindering of decentralizations through vendor lock-in and centralized control. At Tarbite, we have built a cloud solution that enables enterprises to easily turn bare metal software infrastructure into interoperable clouds. With a fully cloudified internet, we will reduce the environmental impact of data centers and reverse the cloudflation. With open cloud protocols, we'll enable better user experience, smart cities, and more. And like other clouds based on our technology are actually defined by protocols, making them open, interoperable, and composable. Examples of protocols we developed are TNS for resource registry, SEER for scalability, Hoarder for replication, and Proof of Integrity for trust. When installed on a group of servers or computers, it creates a cloud. We're hosting a demo cloud ourselves. If you take some time and try it at console.tarbite.com, you'll notice that it's easy to use, easier than any other cloud. It can run all sorts of loads, Web 2, Web 3, CDN, and more. And better of all, it's blazing fast. We measure 3 times faster than Amazon Cloud. Bottom up, our total addressable market is $45 billion today, with a serviceable segment of $9 billion that we will grow as we deliver more features. Compared to existing solutions out there, Tarbite is easy to install and use. It scales vertically and horizontally. We eliminate the human factor when it comes to integrity, and we optimize for resource usage through our unique just-in-time feature. We are working with major telcos and hosting providers like T-Mobile They are really, really eager to start deployment by late Q1. The team is poised to take the company to the next level with over 50 years of experience in the cloud, edge, and Web3 space, 300 million in VC money raised, 8 exits, and most of all, an exceptional technical ability that was able to deliver a deep technology only matched by the hyperscalers. Our business model is a B2B open source model where we charge for support and licensing. Support is calculated based on hardware capacity, and licensing is for enterprise features. Both of those are recurring revenue. We project to hit 1 million ARR by the end of 2023. We're with around 1,000 servers distributed across 3 to 6 accounts running our technology. We've raised $625K last year, led by plug and play from VCs. We're raising a $3 million seed round that will help us pave the road for our product to become the next open source standard. The funds will be divided mainly on engineering, and then the rest will be on marketing and sales. Thank you. I'll see you in the breakout room.
Thank you so much, Amy. Our
Thanks.
last presenting company is Tour Trader Pro. TTP is a golf wager and CEO wagering platform that replicates a financial market trading experience. Please welcome Mike Skur, TTP's co-founder and CEO.
All right, let's have a little bit of fun. Tour Trader Pro is a technology and entertainment company that's changing the way that the world bets on sports. Sports, and sports betting in particular, is one of the most popular forms of entertainment on the planet. The problem, however, is that the business of sports betting hasn't changed since the Romans were betting on chariot races. As a sportsbook or a casino, you have to set the odds and get them just right to make money and attract people to your platform. If your odds are too conservative, nobody's going to come and bet with you. And if they're too aggressive, you're at risk of losing your entire cash positions. There's dozens of companies out there that are looking to provide basically the same exact product to their customers. And they have to do it by either taking extra risk by providing more favorable odds or providing costly cash incentives to bring people onto their platform. By changing the way a traditional sportsbook makes money and eliminating the binary nature of a traditional sports bet, Tour Trader Pro has created an entire new business of a sports exchange where you can buy and sell the performance of professional athletes like you do stocks in the stock market. We built a platform that's incredibly intuitive and easy to use. It takes 3 clicks from download to placing your first trade. You can swipe left to buy, swipe right to sell. You have detailed information about the player pricing and performance. You can see what other traders are doing on the platform, and we even have an order book. The total addressable market is massive and growing at one of the fastest rates of any industry out there. Over 70 million people bet on sports in the United States last year alone, and it's only available in 30 states, and that doesn't include California and Texas. And we haven't even begun to address the global market. There is some competition out there, but the space is full of traditional sports betting platforms and daily fantasy platforms that disguise themselves as a market. Tour Trader Pro is truly the first sports exchange. Some of the largest companies in the space are coming along with us for the ride. We recently secured a lead investor. We've received in-kind services valued at over $360,000 from Microsoft and American Express. We created key strategic partnerships with leading sports betting brands, and we have LOIs with many more. The team that we built to bring this company to the moon has over 60 years of sports gaming experience, 20 years in gaming enforcement and compliance, and over 30 years in business building and financial services. Our financials are based on the last 10 months of the platform being live in a free-to-play version, which is how every sports betting platform starts in the US before getting licensed. We've averaged over 200 average traders per week, placing over 3.6 million bets and 17,000 trades. We're going to be live in 3 months in the US, UK, Australia, and Canada. Like I said, we have a lead investor. We're looking to close out our $1 million round right now. We have a world-class distribution strategy backed by professional athletes and ESPN, and we're the only ones doing it. I look forward to talking and diving deeper about our business and telling you how we can 4x your investment in 6 months and 10x it in 12. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Mike. Let's put up our third and final investor poll, Sky. This is for our the last 3 presenters. And after this, we'll go into breakout. We'll open up the breakout room so that you can go talk to the presenting companies directly. But we had Soldi Unlimited with Michael Kaminsky, Talbite with Sammy Fadil, Tour Trader Pro with Mike Skira. Soldi allows its clients to engage and transact with their users without having to deal with multiple vendors or platforms. Talbite is reinventing the cloud and empowering enterprises to easily deploy edge-native open clouds that are autonomous, interoperable, and have verifiable integrity. And our final presenter, Tour Trader Pro, entertainment and technology company changing the way the world bets on sports. And we still have some results coming in. We'll keep these confidential. We'll share the your interest level with our presenting companies. And when you go into the breakout rooms, please remember that each breakout room is hosted by one of our presenting companies, and that that it's for you guys to get to know them better and to maybe book a follow-on meeting or whatnot. I still see some poll results coming in. So last call for polls for Soldi, Talbite, or Tour Trader Pro. Anyone else? Let us know. Okay. And then we have a final poll for our sponsors. Sky, if we could put that up. And this is, if you already responded earlier, no need to respond again, but this is confidential. It's, if you have an interest level in some of the services that our sponsors offer, please indicate. The sponsors are the ones that make these virtual events possible because they are free. So if you're looking for things such as marketing services or legal services, application development, software development services, accounting and tax, group health, life, deferred comp, insurance services, wealth management and estate planning services. If you're looking to hire a startup experienced A player for your company in the next year. And then finally, if you'd like to become a CONNECTpreneur sponsor, or if you want to present at a future Rocket Pitch event, let us know. So one final reminder to download your chat transcript before you go into the breakout rooms. Just click on the chat icon at the bottom of the Zoom. You have a little rounded square with 3 dots on it. Click on that and hit save, and you'll be able to review your chat transcript later. We're going to open up the breakout rooms now as we end that poll. And I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. And we'll see you guys. We'll be open until around 1 o'clock-ish or so. So the breakout rooms are open. You can go ahead in, and I believe they're open, right, Sky? Yes?
Yeah, they're open.
Okay, perfect. So you can always go into whatever breakout room you want, and you can also come back to the main meeting if you'd like. But please enjoy yourselves. If I don't get to talk to you, happy Thanksgiving to you and your families. And thank you guys for joining us. And remember, our next event is December 21st online, and in person in Tyson's Corner, December 13th. So with that, we'll all be here in the main room, but go ahead and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.